good morning to you. Wherever you're listening from this morning, good morning to you all. So let's check X. Is it streaming on X? So why does today look like Friday? To be honest, today looks like Friday. I need to. It feels so much like Friday. And it's Thursday. Because I wanted to say today is the last day of the week, and my brain just clicked that wait, this is actually Thursday. The month is flying fast, because when did we say happy new month? Today is already 4th of December. See us say Christmas. God, I beg you. Okay, so let's go straight, because since today is Thursday, meaning if we look the chart, there are still supposed to be like distributions here and there, major distributions that we can see, that will take you. So let us proceed into the analysis. Now for DXY this week, I can think of the this now. So for DXY this week, we identify the fair value gap here on the 2-hour time frame. So, and it did well, very well. This is what gave me confidence of holding one of these trades that we took. So it did very well. This is it here. So the trade came, mitigated the fair value gap with several rejections, and then pulled off. So we have a complete sell on DXY. So if price is going to pull back at all, right, let me pull back. You see there are several opening gaps here. See, there is an opening gap right here. There's an opening gap here. There is an opening gap down here. So maybe before the course of today, or maybe before the course of this weekend, we might just see price like pull up to this opening gap on this side to cover it, like maybe at least cover it. But I expect price to like pull back into the gap. I don't know which one, I don't know where, but that's what I expect, right? If you even use the premium and discount now, look at this, the one that we expected the sell from. You see how price respected it, because it was in the premium zone, which was very good to sell from there. And then it was very good to sell from there. And then now we have a new high, and then we have a new low too. So this is a new low here. So in this case, like, it will be okay for us to sell from somewhere inside the discount, which is all of this level. So that's what I'll be waiting for price to pull deep into it. Okay, so that's DXY. Now for EURUSD, we have TP on EURUSD. This one we had TP. When was this now? I think it was yesterday. Yes, during the live session, that was when we had TP on this EURUSD. I have to check my phone. I'm checking my phone because I hope I closed this trade. Sometimes I used to remove TP from my trade, so that's why I'm actually checking this. Let's calm down. Who is unfollowing me? I don't know. Okay, I closed it. I said TP. I was thinking I didn't set take profit before. So we had the TP hit. We had TP hit here on EURUSD. I thought my chart was not. I thought the chart is not working. That's why I'm checking. That means nobody has dropped anything there. So What's this? I'm splitting sheet. Okay. Yeah. Um, okay. So good morning to everyone that has joined the game. So let's proceed, right? On AUSD we had this trade 3.54 hour and we're done with it. So what I would expect from this guy, there's already a sweep of liquidity here. So what I'll be expecting is that okay, if price will come into this level to mitigate. But I need to use 2 hours to confirm it. So we can delete this one now. We don't, it's no longer useful. Yikes. Uh-oh. Let's just delete everything first. Something I'm seeing here. Okay. There's a gap. But it's not really okay. At this level, there's a sweep of liquidity here. The sweep is just crazy because it swept, then it drop before eventually flying off. So best chance or best scenario to see here is first off, let us split it into the dealing range. We split it into the dealing range. You see POI should be inside here. So when price comes to somewhere here like this now, it will be a very good place, like take our continuation from here. So somewhere here like this. So it cleans it and it goes here from there. So as a continuation, okay. So we have somewhere we're waiting for price on Euro USD. So for continuation, so price will pull back. The reason why I'm picking this place, you see, this is the 4-hour OB, and the reason why I'm picking it is because it falls into the discount. Yes. So it falls into the discount of the dealing range. So show you again. So above is premium, below is discount, right? I think that is common knowledge already. And so the POI that I just marked is where it's falling, or it fell into the discount. It falls right into the discount, which is a very good place to buy from. It's a good place to buy. What the heck is this now? Okay. So that's what it is. So that's GBUSD. Then for GU, remember yesterday yikes. So GBUSD, we took a sell. We took a sell yesterday. Even before the session ended, that yesterday, the sell already hit stop loss already. And it was a crazy one. The sell already, not the big bag. The sell jammed stop loss. So that's because the XY is fucking bullish. So all what we're going to be waiting for is just to trade the continuation. But majority of price already distributed. Normally before Thursday, Friday, major distribution. But the way it's looking now, distribution has gone. What's the law far? I had to tell the talker. Law far. So for GU, this is what we're expecting. The consequent encroachment, which is the middle. The middle, yeah. So the consequent encroachment is where I will be expecting. I go to 5 hours, 4 hours. For price falls into the consequent encroachment, I'll be expecting a continuation from there. Alright. So our job is just to wait. The main job is just to wait for price to pull into that level. Once it pulls into that level now, we are positioned already to take the trade, okay? So we'll ask just to wait. We'll wait for price to mitigate this level, and then from there we're going to take a buy. Alright, like that. Okay, so just have this in your watch list for GU. And if you look at it now, the level I marked is a breaker block or a mitigation block because the trend is already established to be going up. So if it's that the trend just shifted from a bearish to bullish, then you can use it as a breaker, or a bullish to a bearish, you can use it as a breaker. But when it's a continuation, then it is no longer a breaker block, it is a mitigation block. So when price comes, mitigates the consequent encroachment of the what's it called now, mitigation block, then we take the trade. But no, the first spot that is on means connect to the other. So this starts for G. So that's for GU. So proceeding to the next one, we have gold. So gold, presently I'm holding a sell as analyzed, right? We're holding a sell on GU. Sorry, I said GU now, on gold. And why I expect it, the reason for this sell is quite simple though. The reason is quite simple though. Is I saw this. Let me show you. The main reason was because of this. So I saw this, and to me, it's very important information because once I draw a trend, no matter how small the trend is, I would just go for confirmations to check. Okay, is there something that I can use to confirm this move? And yes, so there was the first break of structure here, and then the second break of structure here. So what price did is it went up, swept the liquidity. You know, I had the first position here yesterday. You can check my page, it's still there. I had a stop loss hit. So the second position was already marked, or you can still check the page, is there too. So the second position was marked, and that's what price went to mitigate. So right now, still holding the sell to the downside. Still holding the sell to the downside. Okay. I don't know if it's going to complete, but I think this dropped this early morning. That's when this guy started dropping. This guy started dropping this morning here. So that's for gold. No current POI. Then for NZUSD is running fine. I think it's drawing close to the, what's it called now? It's drawing close to the PUI, which is the drawn liquidity, the level that we marked. This is it here. So this is drawn liquidity here. Although I didn't put the TP exactly on the drawn liquidity, no, I kept it before because it gave me 5 hours already. It's really short as if I'll have to adjust it on my phone. I'll have to adjust it on my phone too. So this is it. The trade is so close to TP already. So remember, I say it's Quasimodo QMR. So use QMR to take the trade. So use QMR to take the trade. Okay. And I hope, wait first, I've not even checked. I don't know whether anybody's hearing me because both Telegram, nobody's saying anything. On the chat box, I'm not saying, nobody's saying anything. Hold on. Please, if you can hear me, just confirm that you can hear me. Where is this thing? Yes. If you can hear me, drop a message that you can hear me. in the chat. That's okay. Telegram can hear me. So what about those in X? Can you hear me? I need that confirmation. Confirmation. If you're in X, can you please confirm that you can hear me? There is a chat there that you can use. You just click and type in it. I can see it. Okay, we can hear you. Here on YouTube. Oh, you can hear me on YouTube. Wonderful. Miracle Joe, good morning. I hope you are doing fine. So YouTube can hear. Why were like 38 people already on X? 38 of you don't want to type anything, or one of you don't want to type anything. So I'll just assume automatically that people on X can hear me. So since I'm not seeing anything, alright. So this is the trade where I'm still holding this. Still holding. Okay. And I hope you two are holding it, because everything from the entry to the everything was taken together. The POI, everything was taken. So I'm still holding NZD-USD. Then AUD-USD, we didn't take any trade because the good morning, praise God, Samuel. Good morning to you too. So the price is choppy, and like I said yesterday, I said I don't like trading choppy market like this. The reason why I don't like trading choppy market like this is because it's very hard to ascertain the pullbacks, the POI that I might use for price mitigation. If I want to, maybe before I want to mark somewhere here now, it is this one I would have marked, this one here for mitigation. But for price to even come down, say it wants to even come back and mitigate this POI, right? It automatically means that what? It means that it's not going to use that level anymore. But by the time it gets here, it has shifted. Okay. So by the time it gets there, prices have shifted. So this kind of market, you trade you from the higher time frame. And so without business with those time frames, was sticking with 4 hours is enough for us. Okay, then for USD card, this is USD card. USD card, we had this POI marked, but price did not mitigate it. Oh my god. Oh. My back hurts. So price did not mitigate. I didn't sleep, I've not slept, so I'm supposed to be sleeping right now. So the price did not mitigate this on USD card. It did not. So if you see this now, let's see. And you know, USD, what's going on? DXY is very bearish, right? DXY is very bearish. That's the whole bearish move we just saw. Just now that it's not that it's retracing. So let's just see how price is going to react off from this P right here. So this is a supply level. Let's see the way price is going to respect it, and then we might see a continuation to the downside from there. That's on USD card. Then for USD CHF, we already had the TP. This one also was giving everything. We said the reason why we took this trade was number one, the sweep of liquidity. Number two, the breaker structure, the last one. Number three, because of the origin of the breaker structure that was close to the POI, unmitigated POI. And number four, our position 2 was placed at the POI. So mitigation, take profit. So this one was one of the easy trade that we had for the week. Easy trade that I had for the week. I think we took this trade. I think it was on Monday, now on Tuesday morning. Should be on Tuesday morning. Yes. So that's USD-CHF. Alright. Then, so what it's going to be doing now, I guess it should be pulling back. So majority of those ones that have already delivered, they've gone far. they should just be doing like major pullbacks, right? This is USD JPY. Now for USD JPY, this pattern is usually associated with a shift. I don't know, but let me show you what I mean. Like something like this. This kind of pattern is usually associated with a shift many times. So I'm not saying that okay, we're going to take a trade based on just a nudge that what I feel like. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that okay, this might be the beginning of the shift when it does something like this. So it goes up. So maybe it goes like this, right? So the structure is established to be bearish like this, and then when you start seeing structure pull up like this, it's usually associated with the shift. The one that did not break structure, did not break. So we'll just have that in mind. But for now, we're not going to take any trade on it because this is not a confirmation for a trade. It's just a speculation that price might shift very soon. That's on USD JPY. Alright. Let me see if there is any other additional information to this. Let's see. Okay. Nothing really here. Nothing really. So no other additional information. Let me check. Time frames higher than this, and this is why I said that it looks like a shift. To be honest, I've seen these patterns many times. Let's check 2 hours. Let's check 1D. All of them just look like a pullback. Everything I'm seeing looks like a pullback. But so this is what I would advise us that we should do when price pulls off from this bearish line like this. Yeah. So we'll wait for price to pull away from this bearish line. If price can do that, then we're going to take a buy. So more like we're going to wait for price to break off and then take the trade up to this level. So this will be the new draw on liquidity. Okay. This will be the draw on liquidity. So for us to like take price way to that level. So just have it in mind. Yeah. This trade, how much should I risk? Yikes, it's so close to okay. So proceeding. Let me make sure nobody asks me anything. I'm not even sure. It's like the chat they are sleeping this morning. It's like I'm not seeing anything there. So let's just proceed. Okay. So USD JPY. Then this is GBP JPY. For GBP JPY, price is now very bullish. Taking out the external high here. All these guys they've just gone so bullish that they've gone so bullish. Price indicated this demand here and then it zoomed off. So majorly it has really done its own distribution already. The only levels left are probably this fair value gap, and we might now see a pullback into the fair value for a continuation upwards. So if that happens, we just take a trade from the fair value gap here on GBP JPY. Then for I remember GBP CAD, I had a stop loss here, just this, and then price zoomed off. So deleting this is going to be wise for us to like just mark. The thing is hard. When I say this is hard, is okay. I expect price to pull to this level, okay, before I take a continuation. But it has also left gaps. When it leaves gaps this way, it doesn't need to pull deep, it just needs to just retest one of those gaps and then continue to its own life. So if I should do anyone at all, this would be the preferred level I will wait for. So if peradventure price pulls into this level, we'll take a continuation from here. Why am I going to expect that level to be mitigated? Is because if you check the structure, before the structure shift, this was a high, price pulled here, this is another high, and then price dropped. So before price took out the major high, this was the main one it took out. So if there's going to be a pullback, it's not this one to respect, it's this one. This one will serve as a what they call inducement. So this one will be the one that okay should be focused. So like that, something like this, pulls off and then it shifts away. Okay. So that's why I said this one is where my focus will be at. Alright. So I'm just going to leave it there. You might just be looking at this, or we're just marking. How do we know? That's the way we just used to mark them. It's not like we know anything. We just mark, we wait for mitigation, and we trade what we see. Simple as that. There's no trading is not supposed to be hard at all. I'm telling you, it's not supposed to be hard. And that's GBPCAD. GBPCAD. With all these trades, so some people that okay, what if I like okay. Okay, so I wasted my time typing this. Not really. Alright, so let's just go on. It's still the same with this trades that we used to take here. I think I'm expecting like a payout from one of these firms today. They're supposed to do it today. I was not able to do so much on one. I was able to do 10% though on another. That one I'm waiting before. I'm still waiting. It has not gotten to the eligible payout period yet. But the other one I was able to get, that one is not really much. It's just around $600. I think it is six. Where is it now? 618. Okay. So it's not, that one is not really much. That one is just $618. That kind of money. That one will reach for transportation back to Lagos. So and those are the trades that we used to take together here live. So let's proceed. What's this one doing? GBPCHF. Oh, the love of my life. This is GBPCHF, the love of my life. This guy has really been misbehaving this period. You know those periods when your girlfriend is just she's looking like she's the wish that has been sent to you from a village people. That is what this guy is doing for me of recent. It looks like I'm going to break up. Hey, I can't leave GBPCHF alone like that. So this is the POI I'm going to like wait for price to come to mitigate and then pull off from. Okay. Yep. Alright. So yeah, this is the POI. So I expect price to like pull into it. Once it pulls into it, then I'll take a continuation from there. Now, main reason is I can see that there is a gap after it. You can see this is an OB, 4 hours OB. Sorry, 2 hours OB. Now there's a gap just after the OB, and also there is also a fair value gap below. So just in case this first one fails, I'll use the second one. Well, I don't know. So I trade what I see. You get. So when price comes into this level, this is not consequent encroachment trade. Once price comes into it, you take the trade. You get. Immediately price go wait, Abby. Hold on. No, it is. It is consequent encroachment trade. You know, I have certain rules for certain trades. I think it is. When you have one, yeah, it is. It is. Okay. So this is a consequent encroachment trade. The reason for that is the way I used to trade it though. Now this is personal. The way I used to trade other blocks like this, you know, we have single order blocks. Other blocks like this type that are just standing on their own. And then we also have other blocks that like leads to bigger structure. Now usually right, I used to when I have a single order block, I'll like kind of like wait for price to mitigate that single. You see that single order block is very important. Wow, this thing spiked down. So I'll like wait for price to mitigate the other block, but the consequent encroachment meaning everything within inside down to the middle. Alright, down to the middle. So in this case, we're going to take it. There's no need to just use this. I'll just put the trade position 2 there and then just wait for price to come. So okay. Alright, so I'll just wait for price to come and then we're going to take the trade. And this is GBP CHF. Okay, so let's proceed. So to the next one, because you see is a bullish continuation. So the next one is yeah, now this trade now I am like caught up with something on this trade though. Honestly speaking, this GBP AUD. Now you remember when we met, we're meeting every day in this week. Now when we met, I said something. I said if this trade does this, exactly what it's doing now, meaning if it goes up, clears liquidity, it might lead to a shift. And that's why I'm like, okay, I don't know what this guy wants to do, but it's looking like, seriously, it's looking like it doesn't want to do a bearish continuation anymore. But I don't know, so I'm just going to analyze it now, right now, to ascertain what we're going to do. Okay, so we're just going to check. We're going to check it now. So first off, let's go to the 2-hour time frame. Let's go to the 2-hour time frame. Let's go. Hold on. So looking at the 2-hour time frame, right, it clearly looks like a sweep of liquidity, though. Yes, that's what it looks like. But I can also see a change of character. So this is a change of character here. Okay. So there's a change of character here. Now, this change of character, the only question I want to ask myself right now is, does he have a gap after, like on top? It looks like, oh, voila, it does. So next thing I want to do now is, I'm going to bet my risk on this trade. Yeah. And that's when, if you look at the 1-hour time frame together, so let's take away this change of character. If you look at the 1-hour time frame together, yeah, you see that there is already a breakout. So something like this, yes. So you see that there's a breakout already. And if I'm going to trust this to work, if I'm going to use it, then this OB, single OB here, price mitigated it. So next thing to check now is to check for confirmations. You see the way I'm just carefully dissecting it. If I know what to do, yes, since I'd have just gone straight to the point. I would have just gone straight to the point. But I'm just trying to know and get a decision to that we're going to use on the trade. For this market, you have to open your mind, not just your eyes, because if your eyes does all the same, you might not just see other opportunities. Now, after my stop loss hit, I see the 2 level below. Yeah, sorry about that. Okay, so so if we proceed now, so see there is a mitigation of this OB here. I just talked about single OBs, right? Single OBs, okay, consequent encroachment. So price has already mitigated this single OB. There is also a fair value gap here. So, and what did price close with? So I think price did not even respect the OB itself directly, because it closed below it in a way. So let's look at it together now. So it closed, yeah, it closed below it in a way. Even if you take this trade now, it will not, except you are the type that used to put your stop loss just there. The trade wouldn't have hit your stop loss. But let's just face it with the way what price is doing now. So meaning it has mitigated the fair value here. So if I take this one back and we see a mitigation, right? This is where the entry is supposed to be. Then to use a confirmation, there is an engulfing candle here. So when there's an engulfing candle, you enter on the engulfed candle like this. So so stop loss should just be below. So let's see how far you can take this trade. So I'm coming. So mitigation, shift, and everything. So what's the next thing to do? Okay, yeah. So this is what we'll just check here. Here. So 3R. So this trade is just 3R. If you are going to be taking the trade, I will. And I want to take the trade now. GBP AUD. I like keeping my MT5 clean. When I mean clean, nothing, so that when I'm trading or when I want to take a trade or something, like it's usually much more simple. Yeah, I don't see anything there, so I'll just take the trade the way it just did. You get. So 015. Stop loss is 2.01523. 015. 01523. Okay. 1.29. So how much is this? Okay, so 1.29. Okay, alright. So buy, stop loss 0.12523, TP 2.02361. Okay, yes. So I'm in the trade already. So I've taken the trade already. So if you are taking it, the price is presently at where it is. You can see is at entry already. So if you're taking it, the stop loss is at 2.01523. TP is at, what is this now? Okay, this is 4 hours, so that's why it's like this. So TP is at 2.02361. Stop loss, I repeat, is at 2.01523. Okay, so that's on GBP AUD. So let's see how, and let me even ascertain the drawing liquidity. Okay, that's okay. So let's see how far this one can go. Last is either it gives me -1 hour, which is just, it's just one loss by the way. So if it goes back and it hits stop loss, it's okay. It doesn't mean anything. It's not that deep. It's not that deep. Yoruba will say kolofa, abi? Yeah, that's what they'll say now. Okay, so the next one we have is EuroJPY. You know, EuroJPY, when we analyze this guy from a Monday, remember I said that price was ranging, and if you look at it, that's what price is still doing, right? Thank God that we made that decision that price was ranging, because we would have maybe looked for a sell position or something. But I just looked at it and I was just projecting what price was doing in my own head, and I was saying that, oh, it seems this guy is just ranging, you know. Since this guy is just ranging, so we're just going to treat it as such. Yeah, so just going to treat it as such. Okay, so let's proceed, right? So since there's no breakout yet or anything, wow, it seems I just clocked this thing. So since there's no breakout yet or anything yet, you should wait. Let's just wait. So like wait for, you know, accumulation, manipulation, distribution. Already we can see that it's accumulating like this. Yes, so it's accumulating like this. Then the next thing to do is just like wait for a manipulation. Hopefully it does a manipulation like this, and then we'll take a distribution to the downside. Alright, the reason why I'm saying hopefully it does something like this is because so that it sells. I want to see this guy sell. I have a personal beef with it. I put it that way. I have a personal beef with you, bro. I have a personal beef with this trade. You should sell. Nonsense. I've been waiting for you for like how long? So yeah, if it goes up, spikes up, it will be very good, and then we can take a sell from there. Nope, where is it? Well, I'm looking for. Okay, this is it. Oh, this is why I need to unpin this. So somebody said something. Happy New Month. Oh, wisdom. Good morning. I hope you are fine. Sam praise. Call it again, sir. Which one are you talking about, Sam praise? What did you say I should call again? I didn't see the chat before. So yeah, you can tell me. Or maybe is it the trade that we just took? What was that trade again? Is GBP now? GBP Is it if it's GBP AUD you are referring to? The stop loss is. Let me. I'll type it. I'll type it in the chat. Never knew you did live sessions on Thursday. Redeemed. Yes, yeah. I don't do live sessions on Thursdays. In fact, we do just live session just 3 times in a week. But I already said it that in this month, December, from beginning to the end, I'll come up doing live sessions with us. This week, finish round up trading just currency pairs. Then, as we're going to synthetic indices, which is you can see the synthetic is just like it's there. So we'll soon go to trading synthetic indices. So that's why I said, oh, we're going to do that. So that some people will have money to do Christmas. I think it's very important. So the stop loss, let me type it in the chat. So stop loss is 2.01523. Then TP is 2.02361. Yeah, this one that this thing is showing YouTube. I think this thing you only sent to YouTube. Please, if you can see it on X, tell me you can see it on X. Those in Telegram can see it. They can see my full screen. So if you can see it on X, tell me. Let me know. Make my papa show me where in land dinner. Yeah, I'm not serious. What do you want to do with your father's land? You want to say this guy. You want to say your father's land? Hey, funny bros. You are funny, my bro. So I don't know if you can see it. So let me just type it again. I beg. So stop loss 2.01523. Then TP is 2.02. Oh, this guy already removed this thing. Okay, TP 2.02361. Yes. Okay. So I sent it. So run late today again. Ladipo. No problem now. We're still here. Yeah, it's better to be late than never, right? So this is Euro JPY, and this is what I'll be expecting on it. Let it do an accumulation, let it manipulate to the other side, and then distribute downwards. Alright. Okay. Now, so let's proceed now. So proceeding to the next thing, we have Euro AUD. Man, this guy is just pumping downwards, like it's dumping. Like we were expecting price like come into this fair value gap. Is a POI just above here. Price is not just guy is just dropping downwards. No bahala. We'll catch it another day, but for now we'll leave it alone since it's doing what it wants to do. It's doing the Lord's work. Uga. Okay. So this NZJPY did not mitigate us too. This was the PY we dragged out for mitigation. Price did not come there, and I guess that's why. And I think it's now I'm just looking at this thing that it seems I might have made a mistake. Okay, I didn't make a mistake because 2-hour POI. That's what I marked. But I'm looking at 4 hours now, and I'm seeing that the OB started from here, but I don't use 4 hours, so I didn't make a mistake. I don't use 4 hours POI, except I don't use it on certain conditions, except 2 hour POI is not clear, 1 hour POI is not clear. I come back to using then I come back to using the 4 hour POI. So except I'm not seeing a POI on 2 hours or on 1 hour, then I'll come to 4 hours. So NZDJPY Irio Abi added to the talker. Until we meet again. we'll see when we see. Then this one was so painful, dear Lord Jesus. This one was painful. We're on the sale on LGBP, and I closed it and I bought. So just imagine, I closed it and I bought. I want you to imagine it. My chest, they feel me. My chest to my chest. Okay, maybe cool. I closed this sale and then I bought it. I want you to understand what I'm saying deeper. I closed the sale and I bought it. I should be persecuted for this. I should be persecuted. So, I don't know whether I will say I made a mistake, but I didn't make a mistake. A mistake is something that is not part of the plan. I didn't make a mistake. I took an L. I took a loss. So it's not a mistake. But this would have been a beautiful trade from this guy. They said sell huh? They should sell been holding a sell on EuroCHF in DD. For real? Did you see EuroCHF? I've not seen it though. Okay. Or maybe you're just referring to all the Euro pairs then, I guess so. Okay, yeah. So this is EuroCHF. We're not going to see EuroCHF and we're in EuroGBP. So EuroGBP, yeah. Wait, you say you've been holding a sell on EuroCHF? I don't know what this guy said, Ladipo. Yeah, you've been holding a sell on EuroCHF. Man, that's crazy because I just saw EuroCHF just now. So for EuroGBP Sha, this was going on. The guy took me off and then he sold hard, which is nice. Then for EuroCHF, you say you've been holding a sell. How have you been holding a sell? I need to ask. Honestly, this is a honest question. How have you been holding a sell? This man, how have you been holding a sell? Because if it's me, I won't be able to hold it too. I for don't run for where I go down here. The reason why I say I for don't run, you see now. Are you not seeing it? Are you not seeing the range? It's ranging like it was sent from the pit of hell. Bro, the range is crazy. See range. Jesus. So it's ranging hard. And I've not seen any breakouts yet. So let's just hope let's hope he favors Ladipo, because Ladipo is holding a sell and he needs that sell to happen so that it takes him out of drawdown. So Ladipo, we and the stars are with you. We hope he sells. We hope he sells. But presently, what I'm seeing on my chart is that it's ranging. All right. So if it's still at your entry, it's something that you should run away. You know that funny comedy that say run away. So if if it's at your entry, run away. Then this NZD, nothing much to see here. This guy just mitigated ETP along the way. So moving on. Then AUDNZD, this one, we took a loss on this. I think it was on Monday, yeah. On Monday when we took a sell here and it didn't sell, and then we mapped out this POI. I mapped out this POI that I'm going to take a buy from here. But price did not come, or price has not come yet. So this will be like an inducement for price. So let's target as X. So there's a sweep of liquidity here, there's an inducement, and there is an unmitigated POI here. So hopefully price comes down on AUDJPY and then we're going to take a buy from here. most of the time you look at the POIs, they might be far, they might be, whatever they are doing. It basically is because we take trades at extreme levels. So if you see, most of the trades that we take, they are either at discount or they are at premium. Almost all, not even almost all of them. So the way I beat the system, the things I trade is just like that. So I'm taking trade at extreme levels. It might take a week, 2 weeks, come to my POI, and then I'll hold the trade. Some of them, I hold it, maybe I wait for the trade one whole week. It comes to my POI under 3 minutes, he stop loss. That's the life that we're living. So, hold on. So this guy, NZDCAD, we didn't take the trade here. Remember I said the risk to reward was not worth it. It was around like 1.2 something. The risk to reward was like 1.2. It wasn't up to 2R. If it was up to 2R, would have taken the trade, but wasn't up to 2R, wasn't worth it at all. So I didn't take the trade because of that. I didn't even give us the trade to take, mainly because of this. Okay, because of this. So we're gonna just leave it alone. Just leave it alone. This guy. This is how I know that this guy is actually very crazy. You know why? It's crazy, because think about this. He made an accumulation, manipulation. He's not supposed to distribute to the downside, yes, of course. But what did he do? Accumulation, manipulation, distribution, I don't know what we're going to call this, but we can delete this one now. So, first of all, had a break to the upside. I thought it was going to distribute downwards, and then it just returned back upwards again. So, basically, we can just tag this as a sweep of liquidity here. So, this is what we usually refer to as a liquidity pool. Do you get that? So it is a place where series of lows are, or where series of highs are. It is what we refer to as what? Liquidity pool. So this is a liquidity pool. So when you see price accumulating, that classic AMD model, accumulation, manipulation, distribution, the whole logic behind that is it is a liquidity pool. So the accumulation phase is where price is building this liquidity pool. The manipulation phase is where it takes out as a liquidity sweep, and the distribution is for price to just continue in the direction it wants to go to. So that's the whole logic behind it. It's a liquidity pool. So in this case, I'll just be expecting price to pull back into this rejection block here on NZDCHF for a continuation. Alright. It's now I'm just seeing now that it mitigated the fair value gap here. I didn't see it before, but I'm just seeing it now. So it's like it mitigated the fair value here, so before going up. That's cool. So I've marked out the POI, and ours is to do it, to wait for price to come. Then AUD card, this guy did not even give us entries, so all the best for you. AUDCHF did not give us entries, so all the best. AUDNZD. Okay, the thing with this one now is we wanted price to mitigate the consequent encroachment here, but I think things are changing because now price has like expanded out. Price has expanded. I think you can see what I'm like drawing out. This is an external structure from 4 hours. If you go to 8 hours, you even see it clearly. So if you go to 8 hours, you can see this is a major structure, and price is trading outside of the structure already. And so since price is doing this, yeah, if you come like this, I wouldn't trust this consequent encroachment again, because for price to get to the consequent encroachment, remember price has already gone up like this for giving us one bigger structure, taking out this previous high. So if it's going to go a pullback, if it's going to go up like this to mitigate the consequent encroachment, how many bigger structures do you have then? You have one, you have two. So to me, I wouldn't treat it anymore as a bullish move. As a bearish move, I'll start treating it as a bearish move. So this is what I'll be expecting. If price so let me finalize it. So if price breaks, so So if price breaks the structure high here, what we'll start looking for buys. So just wait for price to pull back and then take a buy from there. You get. So that's it on AUDCHF. So AUDCHF, that's the POI. Then for CAD JPY, just the same way OJPY is just moving like it doesn't have a direction. It's the same thing that this bros is doing. It's just moving like it doesn't have a direction, bro. It's moving anyhow. No direction. Basically no direction. Alright. So I'm just gonna leave it alone. Next should be CAD CHF. CAD CHF should just mitigate now. Mitigate and let us go, bro. I don't tire. I'm tired of waiting. I wanted to mitigate this POI and let us see. So this POI is still valid and I'm still holding price until it flips this level. So if it comes now and then it flips, so maybe peradventure then we have a flip of this level like this, yes, then it's just going to go down from here. But my first decision will be to buy. You get, my first decision will be to buy from here. So that's on CAD CHF. Then on Bitcoin. So for Bitcoin, this is something I'm looking at. I told you yesterday that for Bitcoin, I took the position since, but this validation wasn't hit, and it should sell. Okay. So let's hope you get a very good sell. Yeah. So for Bitcoin, already, I showed you this support level that price is retesting from. I also showed you everything from the monthly time frame. This is the monthly time frame. I showed you this. So I'm only reiterating on it, going back to it, because some persons were not here when we did that. Alright, some persons were not here when we did that now, obviously. So my tummy, everything is just spinning me. I need to sleep. So we have first touch, second touch, third touch. Now what I wrote here is that we can only have Bitcoin at 58k, which is this demand zone, if price breaks below this present demand line. For now, the drawn liquidity is the all-time high, so that's it here. So what we saw here, the main thing we saw was, can I remember now? I think it was 3-day. Yeah, I'm correct. I remember because it was a 3-day time frame. We checked it that day. We were just doing normal analysis and all that, and then we saw. I need water. Wait, I don't need this in monthly. I don't need this. I don't need this here. So I need it only in hours. Okay. So here. So this is what we saw. If you remember, if you were here, how many days ago? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is last week. Yes, last week. If you were here last week, you would have noticed when I said, "Oh, price has now mitigated the demand line," and usually on a trend line, I've taught this, and I'm just saying it again. On a trend line, the third touch is usually the signal to buy or to sell. In this case, price touch the third touch from the monthly time frame. This is not monthly, which is very strong and very powerful. As long as you begin to see a rejection candle from the monthly time frame, guy, that is a very strong signal. You get. So after he rejected it, it closed with a bullish pin bar. This is a pin bar. It closed a bullish pin bar. Immediately it did this, I already gave out the levels that we're going to buy from. We took 5R, but unfortunately we tried buying again and then we hit stop loss. I remember this was the place we were buying again, then we hit stop loss. Alright, now this is the first place that we bought. Now price is now trading at this level, so let me show you what price is actually now doing, because price has now broken another. Wait, what I just deleted is first position. So this level was the first position that we had. So price has now broken another bearish line, which is here. So here. So price is now trading outside this bearish line. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take a buy, but I want to ascertain where the new drawn liquidity should be. It should be like here. So if I'm taking a trade from here, where should my stop loss be? I use 2 hours OB. So stop loss will be here. If this one fails, pay attention to what I'm saying. If that POI fails, if this first one fails, then the second one is our rescue. So this is it here. Okay. So this is it here. Yeah, this is it. This is a trade. This is a trade. So BTC, Bitcoin, the buy entry is at the present current market price at 93,000. 93 current market price basically. Stop loss is at 91,690.66. TP is at 97,494.61. I don't know if I can get my WhatsApp chat. When Bitcoin was here at 85,565. Listen, okay. The time is drawing close for when I'm supposed to be reading. I'm supposed to be like in my book session. I have morning, afternoon, and night session. So I'll quickly wrap this up. So when Bitcoin was in 85,000, I said it that period. Now one person called me and he was like asking of my financial advice. He was asking me that do I have any analysis on Bitcoin that they want to buy and hold. I had to ask, who is the D that you're talking about? Which D? Because like that kind of situation where you can't go give person. What the fuck? This trading, it deploy my emotions and it's going well though. So that kind of a thing where you give somebody advice and then it turns back to be bad. So I needed to know who was asking, and then he said, okay, somebody that wanted to buy and hold. I said, alright, let me go and analyze. Funny thing is, I didn't want to take BTC that day, although I have BTC in my watch list. You know that. As I checked it, I saw that everything was set to buy, and I told him, see, you can buy from now. Your liquidation point, which is where you should go out in case it doesn't buy, should be this low. That's why I didn't delete it. Should be this low at 80,000, 80.80520.09, which is here. And this was the initial level. The buy was 85,545, and presently price is trading at 93. So just think about the increase. Yeah, where is that price range? You think about the increase from where is it? Okay, yeah. Think about the increase from here to here now. That's about 8.36% increase for this 8% increase. And me personally, I've said it already on the live stream like this, that I want to gather enough USDT, right, and wait for when Bitcoin is going to push down again. But this time around, I'm going to just place a buy order. I will just buy and hold it. I don't care, maybe it takes out all that money. So it will be money that I'm willing to lose, but it has to be much, like a surmountable amount of money. Alright, I'll just put it and I'll hold it, because the next pump that we're going to have with BTC, the next one, is going to be very long. When I mean very long, I mean very long. Let me show you. So this is a monthly time frame. So I had to check it. I saw that for every time that price takes out a new all-time high, so I have to go back. I went back. This is when the Bitcoin started. Alright, for every deep pullback, the pullback, where is my Fibonacci here? So if you see, this was like, okay, let me do like this. So you see the pullback, it fell below 61.6%, and the moment it picked up from that level, please pay attention. It went up high. When I mean high, you can see the way it broke all those structures. Okay, so pay attention. This became the new swing low here, and then swing high. The moment it pulled below, please pay attention, I will not repeat this thing. The moment it pulled below 61.8% here, you see the way it went high again, going to create the all-time high that we now see today. So where is the new swing low? Here. Thank God you are following. So this is the new swing low, right? Oh shit, this one is not. You don't twist. Okay, I need to move it like this. Move it this way. So move it like this. So this is a new swing low, and then it made the swing high here, right? But it did not pull into. You get it now? It didn't pull that below that 61.8. At no point did it even get there. There's light and I'm not touching my phone now. There's not going to even charge it because there's usually lights here always. Even if they take the light now, they'll bring it again. So TPT, you're funny. Is it the original? Is it going to be fake chair before? Bros, let me. So let's see. Now this is it. So price made a new swing high, swing low. Pay attention, no. Please pay attention. No. So when price got to the what do you call this? Sorry, this is not even itself. I don't draw rubbish because of TPT. So when price got to this swing high, it pulled reversed in way 50%. Remember, we had two major bullish move or bullish run, bull run, or whatever you call it, right? And major when price pulled below here 61.8%. You know, when you're trading there, sometimes you trade technically, sometimes you trade mathematically. In this case, we've seen two scenarios: trade below 61.8%, and then the next thing he did was to create a new all-time high. So pay attention to this. So this is the new swing low here, and then what did it do? Getting to the all-time high, traded below was 61.8%. I think I'm making sense now. So what I am emphasizing on, or what I'm trying to say now, is this level where price is respecting from is a potential level that is going to bust this all-time. You can save this video. It's a potential level that is going to bust this all-time high to create a new all-time high, and it will be a longer one. So just the way we had that bust in here, so just the way we had the bust here, which is in 2019, and then it broke off in 2020. Look at how long it went from 2020 to 2021, a whole year. I don't know how many percent is this. When it pulled back again into this level, right, deep into the level, this was in 2022. See the way it ran up from 2022, it ran through 2022, 2 whole years. It was just going up. And look at the deep. You can see how deep this was. So this was enough pullback, and mathematically fell below 61.8 in the Fibonacci sequence. So it went from that low in 2022. That was when it went to make this high here in 2024. Came back to make an internal low, and then now. So where price is presently trading at, point I'm trying to make is we might see price surge even higher. So I'm looking for what to buying this guy in a position that I'll, technically I have to position myself technically very well. In a position that, okay, I know that if I lose this money, I'm losing everything, because the next bull run, I think, is very close. It's closer than you think. It's not the one that people are saying that is going to fall. No, it's closer than you think. Two things you need to put in mind is, number one, it has pulled back into the significant pullback, 61.8. Mathematically, that is a very strong level. Second thing you need to put into consideration is, if it breaks below this bullish demand line, it will fall to 58k. Alright, but since that is not the case, price is presently respecting the monthly time frame, then we have potentials of seeing price going even as far as taking out all of these highs and getting to the all-time high, which is here. I think you understand what I'm saying now. There is only one more thing that is left, and so finally let me now show you. So just one more thing that is left. I will hide this one. My neck want to bust. Okay, so one more thing that is left is here. On the 8 hours, this is the only thing left. So you see that trend I just drew up now, the one that I just showed you in 4 hours, that is an internal structure. This is the last one. So the moment You see, I broke it down from the monthly. I've showed you everything and showed you the reason statistically, mathematically, and technically. Now this is the last one. The moment we have a breakout from these 8 hours, which is the major trend, the moment you have a breakout from here, this is the one that you can then position yourself, you get, and then hold. So it is a financial advice. Yes, I can say it's a financial advice. When it breaks out from these 8 hours, it's something that maybe you even can find maybe $1,000, as low as 1,000, as low as maybe 2,000, 10,000. As long as your money can reach, just put it there. When it breaks it pulls back a bit. Just buy and hold it. This is not the one that you buy and hold, you take a profit next year. No, buy and hold it. Maybe in the next 20 years you are holding it. If we are still going to be alive till then, if Jesus has not come. So that's what I wanted to check on BTC. That's why I left the BTC for the last one. But presently, don't forget, we are presently on a bullish move already. Yeah, so we're presently on a bullish trade right now. Entry is at, let's go back to 4 hours. So the entry is at the current market price. Stop loss again is at 91,690. Then TP is at 97,494. 494, yeah. Okay, so take notes. Alright. Which one is left? Let me check just in case somebody asks a question, so I don't miss anything before I end this session. When price breaks out of the trend line, do you wait for a break of structure? When price breaks out of the trend line, I don't really understand what you're saying. Okay, when price breaks out of the trend line, maybe bullish or bearish, do I wait for a break of, it has broken out. The thing I'm waiting for is the close of the candle, not because the close of the candle is the most important one. So the way if price breaks out from the trend line now, and then the candle closes inside the trend that it just break out from. That a perfect example is EURGVP. Let me show you. Yeah, this EURGVP. This is a perfect example. Price breaks out from the trend line. This is it here. If you see a break of structure, it has a break of structure now. You do not see it here. After it came out from the trend line, it broke structure there now. It came out from the structure. So what I focus on mainly is the close of the candle, the way candle closes. So if candle closes bullish, like a bullish candle, alright, you know what we're going to do then. So I hope I've answered that question. That's the person that asked, Sika. So I think I checked the fundamentals for today. It's only one. So there's only one news that we have today around 2:30. Around 2:30 we have a news around 2:30. USD news. So unemployment claims. So it's not one of those news that causes slippage. No, it's not one of them. Alright. So we're going to do meet again tomorrow. I was thinking today is Friday, so we're still going to meet tomorrow. Like I said, we're going to meet tomorrow. All the trades that we're holding, still hold them until I say, oh, close the trade or something. We hold our trade TP to SF. The only time we take break even is when the trade has gone 3R. Only that's the only time. 3R. I don't think I'm missing anything again. Yes, this one I want to say. There's no money that is too small for you to, lock in. I just showed you. Okay, I'm expecting one of the payouts very soon, which it has not gotten to the payout date. But I quickly, as I made the profit, that little profit, about 618 in funded next. I've locked it. I've requested for the payout. When that money comes, I can use it go down to 2. Alright. So if you are trading your prop firms, you are trading your personal accounts, whatever you are trading back, no money is too small for you to lock. No money is too small for you to request from or request for. Don't try and say, okay, this year you want to just go all in. This is not the time. Maybe the hard truths that most people don't want to hear. Now is not the time, for you to double, and for you to, how would I put it now, For you to say you want to achieve what things that you want to achieve from January to December is not now. You would have been in that momentum since if you've been following your plan. It's not now. So don't push yourself to the fall off. Because I used to say one thing and I'll say it again this morning. It is very hard when you fall to stand up. Kudos to those people that are trying their best to stand. It is not easy. It's a very hard task. So everything you're going to do, make sure that you don't fall. That's why I do need to advise people that, treat your profane like some people treat their profane like kalu kalu. Kalu kalu means gamble. Just treat anyhow. Treat the profane very importantly. One person I recently followed him, Dave. I think it's Dave on X. A 25k account. Is it 25k account now? I can't remember. He made close to. Is it 15% or 20% on the account? And requested a withdrawal. Alright? Don't treat your profile account anyhow. Treat it like a business. Okay? If it's 5% that your power carry, withdraw your 5%. I think Luso made a withdrawal as it was last week now. I'm very happy when I see people. They are making money. I'm making money, we all are making money at the end of the day. And it's possible for you to make money if you've never made anything. But it doesn't just start at just like that. It is when you are diligent to the little things that you see. The small one, the small wins, those $50, $10, $50, $100. To you think is nothing, but you are building discipline, you are building consistency, you are building momentum, you are creating your own luck by staying prepared and being prepared. So it's not the I'm putting it now as to warning those ones that will hear me and listen. This is not the time where you want to double X and do 10 times in 1 month. It's not now. Your consistency over the months, your momentum over the months will show forth itself. You cannot cheat principles though. Alright? It's not now. So the only thing that you continue to do, for those of you that have been putting in the work, for those of you that have been trying your best, because I'm not going to sugarcoat anything to tell you, oh, you do this, no, I tell you the truth, the way it is, alright? So for those of you that have been putting in the work, you've been showing up, you've been trading, you've been playing your accounts, you've been showing up like that, continue following the plan that you set. Just continue like that, continue. Because you don't know when that spark will just happen, you don't know. So continue. I'm reading a present book right now. I'm reading a book, and one fascinating thing in the book is it says it made mention of strategies and principles that all these businesses to use. That sometimes when I'm trying to paraphrase it now. Sometimes when we build our structures, our systems, our skill and everything, right? We need to feel like, okay, we want to just take A setups, A opportunities, those things now. That one thing, that just change everything. But the book was emphasizing on the fact that it's not really like that. You see, statistically, what these people used to do is they might buy shares. I'll use Warren Buffett because he made mention of Warren Buffett and Rick and some other guys. He said Warren Buffett was asked, which of his shares, did so well? How many did he buy so in his whole lifetime? This book was written in 2019. Warren Buffett said he has in his lifetime up until the time when he was asked that question, he has bought 800 shares. 800. Maybe you know here, 800. Then I asked him, how many turned out to be good? How many was a dud? A dud is, redundancy is useless. It didn't work out, right? How many turned out to be good? 30. When I saw it, I first of all paused. I went to go and check. What is this person saying? 30 inside 800. If it's you, what will you do? It's 800 now be 300. But it says 30, just 30 that was successful. And in that 30, listen, he said in that 30, the one that gave him his biggest win was one, is it Berkshire stock. So I'm saying you don't know the one that's going to change your story. You don't know the firm, the personal accounts, that time, The trade, you don't know it. Continue tricking all your trade. Execute your trade. Execute your edge. Keep on executing. You keep on executing. You will hit one stroke one soon, and that thing changes everything. It changes everything. That is what I used to say when I say consistency in the right direction builds up momentum. It will continue to build up momentum. That momentum, when you meet opportunity, that is what you define as luck. So you've been creating your own luck. So continue creating your luck. That's the emphasis of what I'm saying since. Continue what? Creating your own luck. Continue creating your own luck. And I hope, I used to pray one prayer now. I will say I pray that we all get to the height of our career. Every one of you listen to me. So you may listen to me in Telegram, you're listening to me in YouTube, listen to me on X. I pray the same prayer. I pray it every time. For people that listen to me, I say that we all get to the height of our careers. Every one of us. Alright? So I think this brings us to the end of this session. If you've not made your morning prayers, make sure you make your morning prayer. It's a very important part of the day. Commit your day to God's hands, your week and the remaining part of this week to God's hands. Also pray that provision is made available for your expenses. Some of you will be traveling. Provision is made available for you to travel, for you to do your Christmas, celebrate and all. Pray. God listens. If there's a man to pray, there's a God to answer. God listens. Alright? So pray. Commit your day. Just pray. Alright? And just make sure you are staying disciplined. You don't break out of character. You don't. So I wish us the best. We're going to see you again tomorrow, same time, to review our trades for the week. So take care of yourself and bye for now.